make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air. It's Duggar. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Promising start to that drive, sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. The Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to... He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play in there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Trying to run, it's Woods. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just trying to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to buy time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. That is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And some room to work. Got enough for the first. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Got his man. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Akbar. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Duggar. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Trying to get the corner. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Buys a little time. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Ducks will call on their punt team.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A quick pass to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
To the air, it's Duggar. That's caught. It's 4. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Give to the single back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to pass. It's Duggan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. What will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hines is back in the middle. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it down the right side. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Takes it the other way. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play, you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Rush is on him. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls and fires complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got an open man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. From the red zone for the score. They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Green. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy to pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job.
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he's looking really good.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Drag down, Medell, move the sticks for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Under fire. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The running back has it. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here at Autzen. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys, and they're 4-1. They've got the job done.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was...
He'll try to take it back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Ezukama. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Heat. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got him wide open. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Washington State lines up quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Perry. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these...
It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown Ducks. And the pummeling has started. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something pop.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Punt is in the air. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.